Blessed love, blessed love. Blessed love, blessed love. Welcome to Plant a Garden TV. Welcome back. All right, you guys know every Thursday night we get into gardening because now is actually garden season. So we're pushing hard into the garden season. Tonight is basically open for question tonight because I do share a lot of information. And if anyone have any question, please feel free to ask. All right. All right. So any question, let's roll it, guys. Tonight is the night for questioning. All right. Yes, guys. The garden season is on, guys. The garden season is on. So let's make it happen. It's time, it's time, it's time. Everybody getting busy, everybody doing their thing. It's time, it's time. All right. Okay, guys. I'm trying to let you all know that for the container garden, for the container garden gardeners, I have a series going on right at this moment on my channel where I'm basically showing you how I prepare my containers, how what I put inside them. So it's basically is a series right down to harvest. So right now we only at part 2. I post a video today. So please feel free to check out this container series where I'm going to be definitely showing videos from start to finish. All right, so I'm showing you how I prepare the area, how I set out the container, how I prepare the containers. All this type of information is there and available. So I want you all to tune in, especially the container gardening, because I do mostly in-ground gardening, but this series is dedicated to help the new gardeners, container gardeners, give them some ideas. Because the way you see I garden and I observe nature. I got to keep reminding this. I observe the way nature garden and I do the same. So I apply the same. So what I'm trying to do now is to show you guys how to get the same production in containers, just like in the ground. So check out this series. You're going to see this series right down until harvest time. So please stay tuned. It will be a journey. It will be something you could learn from. Also, it can be, it can even help with the Herb Garden Challenge as well. All right. So make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you check it out because it will be very interesting with lots of information. And you know how we do it. We make sure that we have proof. We show the progress. We show everything. So you will be seeing the whole progress. I have 2 videos so far on that journey, container gardening. Hey, Michael Farmer, what's up, man? How you doing? All right, so all right. So I see you tell me you want to be in the Herb Garden Challenge. That's wonderful. Glad to have you. Glad to have you. All right. Glad to have you. But no, Michael, you got to set your seed. You have to set your seed on the 4th of March. That's when you got to set your seed. You can't set your seed now. You got to set them on the 4th. You already make your video. That's too early, Michael. Your first, let me explain it to a little to you. Hey, RG Living Life, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Thank you, Michael Farmer. How you doing? Thank you for being here. All right, Michael Farmer, what I'm saying is the challenge begin on the 4th of March. On the 4th of March is when you got to set the seeds then. Okay? So all you got to do, get more seeds, reset them on the 4th, take a video and upload them and put on the hashtag planter HGC 2024, and that's it, you in. Make sure you upload that video on the 1st of March, showing where you set your seed. And that's it right there. That's it right there. Easy and simple. But glad to have you. Glad to have you. Glad to have you. The time is actually boiling down now. Okay, all right, all right. The time is actually boiling down at this moment. March 4th. Yes, yes, March 4th. A variety of aspect. How you doing? Thank you for being here. What's going on? Yes. So, yes, the Herb Garden Challenge begin on the 4th of March. So, anyone interested, please get ready to upload your video on the 4th of March, showing your seed. You set your seed. And then we're going to be looking at the 25th of March to see the production. Always remember, if you don't see anything germinate, reset some, reset more. All right? Thought I had to be done. No, no, no. No, that's when you upload in your first video. Your first video will be uploading on the 4th of March. All right? When we finish, we're going to be finishing on the 25th of June. And on the 25th of June, the 30th of June, that's when we're going to have the prizes, the giveaway, like who win first prize, who win second prize, who win third prize, fourth prize. You know, shout out to everyone who donate to this challenge that people could actually win something. Appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much. All right. But tonight, we want to pop in about, tonight is for question and answers. Tonight is for question and answers tonight. Got it. No problem. I have a lot of, all right, all right. So we will be glad to have you, Ben. You are welcome. All right. Okay. I'm going to drop the link tonight. If anyone want to ask question, they could, about the Herb Garden Challenge, or if you want to talk, ask question about gardening, that's cool. Okay, so I'm going to drop the link tonight. Let me see. All right, the link is there, guys. If anyone want to come up and ask a question or say something about gardening, that's cool. Because at the end of the day, we all learn from each other. All right? But as you know, if anyone knows me, know the way I garden, okay? I do not use anything. I do not use no sort of manual. I do not use no sort of chemical. I don't use this kind of stuff. I don't use animal poop. I'm not saying animal poop ain't good. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm telling you, I don't use them. And I'll observe nature. I watch nature and I see how nature works. I see how the trees operate. I see the trees feed themselves without anyone going into the bushes and feeding them. They actually feed themselves. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm basically using the same material that nature used to feed the trees is the same material I'm using in my garden. So I could speak for how I gardens. I can't speak for how other people garden because everybody do their own thing. Everybody use their own thing. But when come on my garden, if anyone want to follow me on this journey, gardening the way nature want me to, this is a new journey. Anyone want to follow me on gardening the way nature want me to, you free to do that. There's videos, lots of videos. There's videos I keep posting, and also I will be posting more. So if you want this journey and you want to try this journey, there's a lot of information you could get, and you could ask me questions. I'll answer to the best of my ability. All right. I seen your video about the deadlock and deadlock. That's what I do also, but I have rabbit and chicken. Well, listen to me. Rabbit and chicken poop is good manure. Is good manure. That's where I grew up from. When I was young, we used to be using that type of manure in our farm, right? So it's good manure. But when I didn't have access to it, I didn't have access to chicken, rabbit, and I decide I'm gonna operate like nature. And because I operate like nature, I've seen it work. It actually work. So that gives me the confirmation that I could grow food without using any manual. Just watch nature. Nature teaches us. So if you have chicken manual, that's cool. You see what I'm saying? But I also want to tell you, you can grow food if you don't have it. You see? And you could grow healthy food if you don't have it. The forest floor is the best. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. When you, there, listen to me. When you go and this is why these traders get so big and huge and humongous, because the richness and the flow between them is amazing. The richness. When you pull, when you pull the leaf and you look under the leaf, give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. Sorry for that, guys. Hey, Mama J, how you doing? Thank you for being here. What's going on? All right. Back in the day, rabbit was eating leaf. Well, you said that's another point right there. That's another point right there. That's another point right there. Back in the good point and variety of aspect. They was eating leaf. That's the thing. Now you got to be careful what you feeding them with, because you know we all know what's going on. All right. Wait, give me a minute. Let me come back in. Yes, that you have a strong point there. Variety of aspect. It still depends on what you actually feeding them with. Okay, neem oil. Let me see. Variety of aspect. Yes, the forest floor have all rabbit there. Definitely. Yes, 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 yes. That's the thing. Are you ready, Mama J? Awesome, awesome, wonderful, wonderful. All right, Mama J, ready. Yes, the floor, when you read the leaf off the floor and you watch and you see the blackness, the richness, that's right there. And this is where these big trees feeding from. These big trees actually feeding from the nutrients, the mineral, everything. That's why they're so huge. That's why they're so huge. And then a tree might fall down. And when the tree fall down, guess what happened? It's gonna take some time. But it's gonna break down, and it's feed the soil. You see, so it's wonderful. Now, when we talk about rabbit and chicken feed and cow manure and goat manure, as variety of aspects said, in them earlier time, we had no feed to feed no rabbit. We had no, exactly, Michael. Exactly. It gave it life to create life. Definitely. Definitely. Yes. I remember in all the time growing up, in my days growing up, when we feed in rabbit, we got to get up every morning. All young we pick vines for the rabbit. Sometimes an evening as well. We got to get up and go and pull vines to feed the rabbit. With the chicken, we used to like grow corn, and we used to sometimes we boil the corn, or we give them just like that. Sometimes we boil the rice and we give them like that. So it was a more natural form. So even though we was using it, it was actually on a more natural level. Now into the days, people barely giving rabbit vines, because it's different time, especially where you located. You see, especially where you located, you just got to do what you got to do. You got to feed them with the way you got to feed them. But at the same time, it's different than in the times gone by. And this is why I'm not interested in using no manure, no chicken, rabbit, cow, none of that. Why? Because I don't know what they're feeding them with. And I'm going to tell you something as well. They have things that they could spray on a pasture that full with grass. They could spray it. And when they spray it, it will not do nothing to the grass. But it's gonna do something to the weeds. It's gonna eliminate the weeds, but the grass gonna remain green and fresh. You see what I'm coming from? So all these things that they're spraying to keep the grass for the cow, these things is actually creating situation. All right. Now, when the cow eat the grass, remember, the grass is there. Remember, the grass is still there. And remember, when you spray in the grass absorbing. The grass absorbing. So, when your cow or your whatever eat that and lego that poop, and then you take that poop and put it around your plant, you actually, you know what you're doing, right? You know what you're doing. It's actually creating situation around your plant, because these plants, these manure have chemical inside of them. For exactly, micro, exactly, forever chemical. They actually have chemical inside of them. And when the plants suck it, remember the plants sucking from the manure, now your plant's full of the same chemical. Then you eating the chemical. You see where it's cut, you see where it's boiled down? So this is why I'm not interested in adding nothing, because for what I see and what I am sure prove it already, nature, what nature offers could grow healthy food, could grow big healthy food the same way what nature offer. So if you don't have access to chicken manure, cow manure, rabbit manure, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad at all, because you still could grow food without these things. Yes, you still can grow food without them. And my channel shows that and prove that. Because when you just take a walk, well, I know many people is not going to go to in the mountain. I know people is not going to go to the bushes. But what I'm saying is, if you feel like, take a walk, just take a walk to the bushes and see for yourself. Spend a little time in the bushes and see for yourself what happened inside there. Walk with a rake and a shovel. Rake some leaf. See what you see in there. The richness, the darkness, the soil is black. The soil is dark and black and rich and healthy. That when you put them around your plant, it's transform your plant. It's like miracle. It's like miracle happen. I have some my friends who vegan and vegetarian, gone from cancer, didn't even make it to 50, and the meat eater are still here, sick and diabetes for and other. Okay, all right, I hear that. And that could be true. But this, you see, and this is the problem. And I'm glad to hear you. I'm glad you made that point. I'm glad you made that point. Because many people call themselves vegan, right? I'm not, don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking anyone. Use what you want to use, eat what, that's you. Don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking anyone. But a lot of people say they is vegan and they only eat vegetables and they only eat whatever. But guess what? They're not growing their own food. Like Micro say, Micro Pharmacy, try to grow your own. Right. They're not growing their own. So how could you claim to be one if you're not growing your food? You don't know what's going around your food. You don't know what type of manure they're using. You don't know what food these animals is actually eating. And then poop, and they take the poop and put it around the plant. You don't know. So this is why, as microfarmers say, try to grow your own. So you know what you put in around them. Not just you tell yourself you're eating healthy because you go into the store and you're buying lettuce and you're buying cucumber and you're buying tomato and you feel like, yeah, I'm eating healthy. Well, guess what? How did they grow? Do you have any idea how these plants grow? And this is what I'm saying, man. You can grow food without these things. I understand that many people don't live where they could get the leaf. Some people is in apartments. Some people don't have the space. Some people just don't have trees and things around them to basically able to have these easy access to them. I understand. And don't get me wrong. People feel free to eat what they want. But don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is, we don't know. Hey, African Gmail, what's up, man? Thank you for being here. We don't know what is going around these food. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes we don't want to put in the extra to get the real thing. You see? Because like me, I put a lot of work. Yes, I do put a lot of work. Some people will come with a spray buckle and spray the weed around their plants. I know will take my time, spend hours cleaning. Some people will just spray. I'm not knocking you for that. What I'm saying is, I'm not doing it, but I'm not mad with you to do it because that's your food. You eating your food. So I ain't mad with you. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, I'd rather to go in the garden, spend hours trying to clean it than to go with a spray bucket trying to spray the weed around my plants. Remember, these plants absorb things, even through their leaf, even through their roots. So we got to be careful of how we spray. But you do it how it you want, guys. I'm just not doing it. I rather go down, spend hours cleaning, mowing, than to try to do it in a different manner. And then at the same time, I could get myself sick from the way I'm growing my own food, which it makes sense to me. So I prefer to take the time, do it right, make sure I stay away from these type of what's available. These people on the radio, this is so crazy, man. Because on the radio, these people warning us about products. And we still use them. They're warning you about products and we still using them. I don't get it. I don't understand. Hey, good night, Homestead Rachel. What's up, Homestead Rachel? What's up? What are you doing? Thank you for being here. Yes. How could you? They're warning you and telling you with these things, the side effect, and we're still using them faithfully. So we can't blame no one anymore. We got to blame ourselves. You see? We can't blame no one. We have the ability to understand and see what's happening. So if we decide to say, okay, I'm going to still use it, well, you can't blame no one. I choose not to use certain things because I see that you could go the natural way and it works. When you build your soil the natural way, it can last for a lifetime. It can last for a lifetime. When you observe nature and you let nature be your teacher, your soil could last a very long time, because all you're doing, you maintaining. You know, you maintaining. You maintaining. So every year you maintain. So your soil is only getting better. So what I'm saying is, I cannot tell anyone how to grow their food. But guys, for me and what I see and the warning you get from the radio, with these people warning you about side effect about these things, and we still faithfully using them, we can't blame no one. Okay? But what I'm saying to you here, you could grow your food and be very successful without adding these type of stuff. And if you want to see proof, you check out my videos them. They will show you proof. The things. Hey, life from scratch, how you doing? You see? Okay. What you take out of the soil, you need to put back. Definitely, exactly. Definitely. Because number one, too, where we have to remember, these plants feed from the soil. And, you know, these plants take a lot from the soil in their growing season. They take a lot. They take a lot from the soil in the growing season. Yep. No, this is why I always talk about the fall. I always say, use the fall to maintain your soil. So by the time springtime comes, your soil in good shape, ready to go forward for the new season. So it's very important to maintain your soil. Okay, and by doing that, your soil gonna only improve. Let nature teach you. If you don't know, just stand up by the brink of an area where there's trees beyond and just watch, just observe. Get a rake, pull some leaf away and just watch and see what's underground. And you will see what I'm talking about. These things will make your vegetables taste so sweet. The taste so delicious. You could just walk in your garden and eat because the taste is so amazing. The smell of the peppers is so strong. By the time you walk in, head into your garden, you're smelling peppers from a distance. Because they have everything. They have the nutrients. They have whatever, the vitamin, whatever they need inside them. No, they give that to you. No, this is where your body gets healing. Because you eating. And this is where we have to understand. Not because you're eating vegetables, lettuce and whatever, meaning you intaking vitamins or you intaking nutrients, or you intaking anything. Because most of the time, the way this thing grows, they grows and they have nothing inside them. They just a plant with no lack of nutrition inside of them. So you feel like, yeah, man, I'm eating fresh vegetables every day, but they have no nutrition inside them. So you actually not getting nothing from them. You just eating some stuff you feel like. But when you grow them the right way, they're full of that. They're full of nutrients. They're full of vitamin, and that's what your body needs. Your garden should be your pharmacy. Your garden should be your pharmacy. This is a place where you go and eat and feel good. You could actually, well, after you finish eat, you feel good about yourself because damn, them damn cabbage was sweet. You know, you feel strong, you feel good. So yes, guys, it worth it. It worth it if you could take the time out and do it in a way that it can give you back nutrition, vitamins, all the stuff your body needs to keep you strong and healthy, to help fight all these type of diabetes and cancer and these type of stuff. Eat food that can eliminate these things or fight them that you could be strong. You could be 60, 70, 80 and still walking around strong. Just like them older guys. They was 80 and still walking, going in the mountain. So if you have the opportunity to take it, your health in your hand, why not? I mean, come on. Why not? If you have the opportunity, if they give you the chance that you could grow something and keep yourself healthy, know what you're eating, what you're putting around them, getting the nutrients you need, getting the vitamins you need, the iron, the fiber that you need out of your plant. That's a lot of benefit for you. So with me, this is what I'm looking for. I'm not just growing food to have food. I'm growing food that can heal my body. You see what I'm saying? Yes. All right, let me see what's going on in the chat. Plant, take and die back to the soil. Definitely, definitely. All right. Facts being spoken here, y'all. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate that. Thank you. I love your method, planter. I do not have to spend $1 to start a garden. Awesome. That's another thing. That's another thing, guys. The way I garden, guys, if you check my garden, you check back my videos, you're going to realize that I grow a lot of food. But guess what? It don't cost me a dime. Not a dime to grow all these food. It don't cost me a dime. The way I garden, I don't spend money to garden. But guess what? Garden always full of food. But I didn't spend a dime, guys. Not a dime. Why? I save my own seed. I make my own compost. I watch nature. I take what nature offer, put it in my garden. Instead of me watching other people using this kind of stuff on the shelf, I stay away from that and I focus on nature. Nature teach me. So all that, all I'm doing, I'm gaining knowledge. I'm gaining knowledge, but I'm not spending a dime. The information I know on plants, people will have to spend thousands of dollars in a class to sit down and somebody teaching them what I know in gardening. So, thank you, variety of aspect. My method, I observe nature, pay attention to nature, and I follow nature. And by following nature, you ain't got to spend a dime in your garden. And that's facts right there. That's facts. They got the right thing at the right time. All right. Yep. Yep. That's it. I planted my first fruit tree today. Everything came from the land, just manure and soil from underneath the pine needle and leaf. 100. That's what I'm talking about, man. Did it cost you a dime? Not a dime it cost you. African dreaming, did it cost you a dime? Not a dime. This is what I'm saying. And this is what I've been trying to show people for the past few years. That you could grow garden without money. Some people grow garden and it causes people, sometimes people get scared. Not one said, all right, all right, all right. That is said, right? Definitely. And that's the way I got it. And that's the way I try to teach how to garden, not spending any money, but able to produce a beautiful garden that could feed you all through the year. All through the year. Yep, that's wonderful. If you have a small property, put one fruit tree on it. Fresh fruit is key. I agree with that too. I agree with that. If there's one fruit tree, put it on it. Because you know what? In certain places, man, in certain places, when you walk in by the roadside, there's fruit trees along the way. So when these fruits ripen, sometimes you walk in a mango dropping on the ground. Sometimes you walk in a mango dropping in your head. You see what I'm saying? Fruit trees is essential, man. Put one. If you got to put it in a container, try to grow it still. Try to grow it. Yes. True thought that. Yes, yes, yes. African G means in not 1 cent. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about, man. Well, the tree was 50. Well, I understand. You buy the tree, but you didn't pay anything to put around that tree. That rich soil that you get from under the pine needle, that's it right there, man. That's it. That's it right there. All you buy was the fruit tree. Exactly. This so we learn and we understand a lot of things when come and growing food. You know, we understand because we did it, you know. I did it. I'm not just talking about it. I did it. So I know for a fact what I'm talking about. And don't forget, guys, I have a container series going on. I have 2 videos I already post. I post 1 video today, a container garden series that I'm going to show you how to connect your container, grow food in a container, getting the same energy, getting the same connection, one with nature right up in your container. So stay tuned because I have 2 videos and there's a lot more. And you will be seeing video right to harvest time. So you're going to see the proof. You're going to see the results. All right? The internet look buzzy. Give me a minute, guys. Let me go out and come back in. The internet look fuzzy. Yes. Don't forget to like, guys. Don't give this video a thumbs up. I'll truly appreciate it. Yes, guys. So this is why sometimes, you know, when I come out and I want to talk about garden, I always mention, you don't have to do it like me. You see? But you could try. You don't have to, but try and see for yourself. Taste the difference. Follow my steps and whatever order you're doing, and see the difference. Taste the difference. You see? That's all. Because to me, gardening is about my way of gardening, the way I garden, nature teaches me, is to get the best out of my plants. The best. And you know what? We also have coming pretty soon. Yes, just try micro. Yes, coming pretty soon. I'm going to have a guest up here. You guys don't want to miss this. Coming pretty soon, I'm going to get a guest. And guess what we're going to be talking about? I don't think you all want to miss this one. We're going to be talking about moon planting. Following the moon and plant. And how we detect the days of planting. And when to go and walk around a plant. I don't think you guys gonna want to miss that. That's gonna be very interesting. That's gonna be very informative. Both of us gonna be here. Yep, both of us gonna be here spreading the information, Jay. So stay tuned for that pretty soon. Yeah. Yes. And they're willing to come up a few times, and guess what? They garden just like me. Both of us garden the same way. You see? So this will be something. Yeah. This will be something. Yep. Yes, just try. Yes, just try. Just try. Looking forward to your guests. All right. Very soon, I'm going to make sure I put it up. Special guests on that day that you guys can see, because this is some serious information. Moon planting is what our ancestors did that for years. All right, microfarmer. You know what I'm talking about. This is actually following nature as well. There's also a way of following nature. This is what, let me just say this for a moment. When I start, when I'm growing my food, and I was actually dealing with red clay. Not to say red clay in a good soil, but I was actually dealing with red clay. And I refuse to buy anything and throw in that soil. At the time, I know about chicken manure. I know about rabbit manure. I know about all these things. But just because of the way and what they feed them with, I didn't want no part of it. That's when I go into the mountain and I start to pay attention. It's like it take me back, guys. This thing is for real, man. You guys missing out a lot not going. I know through the bushes is scary, but I think you all missing a lot not going through there. For real, I really do think people actually missing out a whole lot not going and spend some time between these trees. I really do. Yeah, so when I realize, yo, there's sheep manure, there's cow manure, but I don't want them because of the way they actually fed them. I don't want it. When I went back, Jay, when I went back in between the trees, man, this is where I saw. It's like it take me back to the ancestors. It's like it take me back and show me this is what they used to do. And it gave me confirmation that it works. Then the more I'm observing, The more I'm observing, I'm realizing, wait, hold up. These trees, who feed these trees? Who water these trees? Even a small one. And the serious thing about it is, even though the small ones underneath the big tree, that's not getting the sunlight. So they're not growing as fast as they should, because the big tree is actually covering them. So they're not getting the sunlight. But guess what? They're feeding themselves. They're getting the food, but one thing they lack of, the sunlight. Then guess what? Just like life, guess what? A big tree fall down, fall out of the root, and here comes sunlight to these little plants. You listen to me. You got to see this. You have to see this, man. Little trees underneath, not getting the sun, but they're there. And one day, there's a big tree just fall down. Here comes the sun. And these trees just take off. It's amazing. Just to behold. Just to behold. It's amazing. Yeah. I have to buy some of your seed because they already programmed. All right, that's it. That's the thing again. That's the thing again. And this is what people are understanding, right? Majority of my seeds that I'm growing is seeds I've been growing for years. You understand? Like I plant them, like start out with them, then I keep, when they grow, produce seed, I keep saving seed, and I keep replanting. So most of these seed come from a line of 10 years old. So these seeds already programmed to the type of growing. The soil that I'm using, which is natural soil, rich natural soil. So if you get your hands on seed like this, you could feed, because you don't need to feed these seed, these plants with anything but leaf, weeds out your garden. That they're already programmed. These seeds already programmed to grow natural. So message me variety of aspect, and definitely you definitely could have some. You could definitely get some. All right, because this is real seed. You know, let me just draw a reference again. I've been growing some peppers, some bell pepper for a while now. When I start growing these bell pepper, hey Nasa the goat, what's up? Right. When I start growing these bell pepper, right? These bell pepper used to be like 4 feet tall at the time. And every year, they're just getting taller and taller. Every year. Hey, Urban Garden Chronicles, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Right? These peppers, every year, they're just getting taller and taller. But I never checked the measurement until the year before last year. And when I checked the measurement, I see the pepper tree 7 feet, 4 inches tall. This is actually a pepper tree. But when I start growing them, they used to wait like 3 feet, 4 feet. But I'm keep growing them, and every year they're just getting taller and taller. This year, I grow pepper 7 feet tall. 7 feet, no, 8 feet tall. This year, I'm trying to get them to 8 feet, 5 inches tall. So these seed already programmed to the grow natural. So anyone gets seed, these type of seed, you got to continue growing them the way they grow. They're already programmed to grow natural. All right. So yes, thank you. Variety of aspect. Appreciate that. I got my hub all packed out and the container sanitizer almost ready. All right, Urban. All right. All right. And right now, the Urban, I know you win some seed on my challenge. I was pretty busy, but this is your package that I will be sending out tomorrow morning. I was to done send them out, but I was pretty busy. And I'm going to make sure I send the tracking number because last year I sent some seed for Urban and she never received them. So, I mean, seed is kind of getting to a place now where we actually, yes, yep, yes, seed is getting, yes, I'm going to send them out tomorrow and I'm going to send the tracking number for you. All right? Seed is getting thing now, guys, and if people could get their hands, believe it or not, they will take them. They will. So yes, March 4th, the beginning of the big day. Yes, sir. Yes. March the 1st, the beginning of the big day, guys. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Yes, the big day. Yes, I believe that's where they get missing. I surely believe it's there. They get missing. Yep. Yes. So it's guys, it's boiling down. It's getting excited. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I just the other day, it was how many months or 6 months? No, how much where we at now? 8 days? 8 or 7 days? I mean, think about it, man. But just get ready, guys. Watch. Just remember, upload a video on the 4th of March showing that you set your seed and you did your video. The 25th of March, you make sure you upload another video showing the result. All right, whether they germinate, yes or no, we don't mind. Just show the progress. If they didn't germinate, then you need to sow more seed. Okay? If they ain't germinate, then you need to sow more seed because you still got time. You still have until June. So you still got time. So don't sit down and wait a month or a month and a half on no seed to germinate. Don't do that at all. Get more seed because we have time right down till June. And guys, I don't know. Well, so far, I don't know for you guys, but so far the weather is a kind of better so far. Than, well, let me say nothing yet. Because last year, a cold draft come and hit us, and it was kind of challenging. So when so I don't want to say nothing right now, but I'm grateful how the weather is today because I almost planted on my garden the areas already with cabbage, broccoli, potato, edo, you know, all different type of food. So the weather is beautiful. So hopefully by the ending of next month, the garden gonna start to look green. The fruit trees, they're gonna start producing. So, you know what's crazy? Let me tell you what is crazy. Because I have cutlings from my fruit trees, right? I'm trying to root them. And they have on flowers already. They actually have on flowers, but the fruit tree outside ain't even budge as yet because of the weather. So that is telling me the weather is what actually holding back these plants from producing start producing leaf and flowers early. Yeah, let me see. March, most herb is 45 days to harvest. All right. So you have from March. We begin in March and the journey end at June. So you have time. March, April, May, June. Yes, you have time. So while the challenging is going on, you still stand a chance of harvesting. You could be harvesting all them time. Let me show you something, right? Hold on. Like I know I was showing you, right? This is a pear tree. If you down to the bottom, it start to push root already, right? It start pushing root. I'm trying to root it in water. But if you notice, you seeing flowers to the top. I have it indoors. So it's showing me that if it wasn't for the weather, these plants outside would have already pushed out flowers and full of leaf. So the weather, this is just to show us if the weather really come on us real hard, we wouldn't get no fruits. Like last year, we lose a lot of fruits last year. People lose the farm has been destroyed because of the weather. So this is only to show you how the weather can affect our plants and our growing season. It's really it's really serious, guys. This indoor already pushing in flowers, but the ones outside ain't even having a leaf, nothing as yet because of the cold weather. So if, say, for instance, we start getting cold weather, even in March, April, but you just never know. We getting these type of cold weather, then our fruit trees is not gonna fruit. They're not gonna push out flowers. They're not gonna push out leaf. Why? Because of the weather. So we hitting some serious times coming. Believe it or not, some serious time coming. Yeah. Let me see what Michael say. Michael say, only gotten peach last season. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. Same with me. Only my peach tree, I was able to get peach from. My plum tree, everything dries off. So this is what I'm saying, guys. All it takes is some serious weather. And I'm telling you, we will go starve. We will actually starve. I'm telling you. When I was looking, someone was telling me today, right? Someone was telling me today that the right. Someone was telling me today that in a state The bus drivers them strike. The truckers strike. I don't know how it go. I can't say too much on it because I didn't look into it. But these type of things could cause hazard. And like I always say, not because it didn't hit our doorstep, mean it can happen to you. All it takes a couple years of serious weather, a couple years of some serious weather, cold weather go down all in May, June. If we could start get cold weather down in June, starvation, people ain't gonna be able to grow food, fruit trees. That's all it takes, man. Then all it takes again for the truckers them decide they're not delivering. That's another situation, man. But if you have a few things growing, you could strive while they decide they're not delivering. You still could strive because you're growing something. This is the time for survival. This is the time for learn as much as you can. This is the time to acquire skill if you never interested in before. This is the time because you just never know, man. I'm telling you. That's why I say plant more root vegetable, right? Exactly. That's basically what I'm doing at microfiber. I plant, that's what I'm focusing on. That's exactly what I'm focusing on. Root crop. Yep. Root vegetables, save out, save. That's it. That's it. Yam, these type of food. I mean, and the thing is, if what I'm saying to you guys, even though you in cold climate, certain part, you still could grow yam, you still could grow these type of food. And I want to tell you guys this, and I'm going to show you guys that you could actually grow edibles in water and a little soil. You actually could grow edibles in water, and I'm going to show you guys that later down in the year, the result. But these are things you could do, man. That this is why I'm saying, open up to learn, willing to learn. This is the time where skills is necessary for surviving. You remember, we always hear about barter system, right? Hey, Psalms 146, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. Yes, we always hear about barter system, right? Right? We always hear about barter system. Okay, so since we hear about barter system, this is how our ancestors survive, right? Well, you might got to set up yourself. You might got to set up yourself back to that place, thinking about barter system. Yep. I heard March is a good time to prune fig tree and try to root it. It's building in the, it's budding in the garage. Oh wow. That's cool. That's cool, Urban. So in March is a good time. Thank you for that information, because I do have some fig I was thinking about proving last year and I did not. So now I know it. Thank you for that information. Appreciate that. Thank you. Well, no, what I'm saying, I'm Psalm 146. Like outdoors. I don't know for indoors because I don't think that it gonna be getting enough sun because you see, those yam and these things, right? These plants, they take a lot to, they take a lot of energy to prepare to grow these fruit that these root crop. So I do believe they're gonna need that sunlight, or if not, you will have to have some type of light that is strong enough to make that happen. But outside, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Good. Yes, yes, you can. So it's all about learning, man. And the thing about it, man, the more you do it, the more you learn. You just got to remember to have a open mind towards it. Meaning, I'm willing to learn. I'm open to learn because this is survival time. And as far as we see, I don't think it's getting any easier. I think it's getting harder and harder. So, and at the same time as well, we also trying to get more healthy. I mean, come on, guys. Come on, guys. We try to get healthy. We try to eat that we could stay out of the hospital. We try to eat that we could nurture our body, man. You see what I'm saying? That's what we try to do. Yeah. Nothing is better. God's son and, well, I'm going to say, health plants grows fake lies are good, but plants lose nutrient in do grow. Yes, I with that one. I with that one. That sun much needed because, and this is why I also know, and this is what nature teach you. Nature teach you this, and I'm gonna tell you how. Let me tell you how nature teach you this. When you go in the mountain and you go in between all the big trees, right? When you go in, the trees that's not getting the sunlight, they're there. They're there, but they're struggling. The trees that not getting the sunlight, they're there, but they're struggling. Once a tree fall and the sunlight open up to them, they start shooting for the sky. So even nature teach you the importance of the sun because, and these are things I see, these are things I look at, these are things I observe, right? Nature, between these trees, there's big, humongous trees. And there's little ones down there struggling to get up there. But they get in the food, they get in the nutrients, but that light, that sunlight, that heat, they're not getting it, so they're just there. But once a tree move, these same small one you see was struggling start shooting for the sky, and they grow so fast. That's the thing. Listen to me. There's times I see a small tree and I say, oh man, let me leave that tree there, man. That's still small. And I take my eyes off the tree. Then when I do catch myself, the tree gets so huge. The tree gets so big. that now you got to think, how am I cutting this tree? Because where it is now, you got to be careful because it might drop on something you don't want it to drop on. And if you decide to pay someone to cut it, it's going to cost you a couple $1,000. So the trees them grow so fast. But that's when they get that sunlight penetrating them. So this gives me an idea. This, well, I know it. I know it, but I already see it in the bushes. So this is when I say nature. Oh, yes, micro farmer. Yes, yes, yes. Nature teaches us, but we need to listen and look and understand what's going on. Definitely. It teaches, it reveals, it shows you, it shows you confirmation, it shows you everything. Everything you need to know about growing food, nature teaches you. Everything you need to know. Nature teaches you. But like micro farmer say, nature teaches us, but we need to listen and look and understand what is going on. That is true. That is true. Sometimes we grow in our food and we realize we're seeing a lot of bugs in our garden, right? And we might, we trying to get rid of them. We're trying to find things to spray them to get rid of them because the truth is sometimes some of these bugs, like the cabbage behind me there, could you imagine a butterfly come and lay their eggs on that beautiful cabbage? What's gonna happen? It's gonna be a disaster, right? But hear what? Hear what? If you have your garden in a certain way that you invite birds comfortably enough to come in your space and feel comfortable and be there without you chasing them or without you and them could be there walking together. While you're walking, they're eating all the worms, all the insect you don't need in your garden out from your cabbage, eating the eggs. A butterfly might come, lay some eggs, the birds want sweep them out. So everything walks in one. That's why you always hear me talk about birds. Hey Mike, what's up, man? That's why you hear me always talk about birds and the important, because birds keep you from spraying. Then we have also a lot of insect, right? We have a lot of insect, we have a lot of bugs. Well, we call them bugs, right? Many of these bugs, honestly, is there to protect your garden. Cycle of life, definitely, yes, sir. Definitely, definitely. Many of these bugs is actually there to protect your garden. Some of these bugs eat each other or get rid of each other, right? But because sometimes we don't allow nature to operate on its pace, you got to understand sometimes when you plant a crop, don't expect you're going to eat everything. You got to understand that the birds need as well. There's bugs that need as well. There's worms need as well. Everything got to eat. So you have to understand that. So if we allow nature to take its course in our garden, so I'm telling you, we're going to see a big difference. It's going to make us, it's going to keep us from feel like we got to just spray and get rid of these bugs. If you allow nature for work its way, these same bugs gonna get rid of each, gonna get rid of however. Why you think some people say, well, some people say, I'm not even gonna go there, but there's certain bugs that's trace with certain bugs. There's certain bugs that, you see what I'm saying? So the cycle just keep walking for itself. Then the board, sometimes you see there's some big boards just hovering over your garden on limbs, just there hovering over your garden. It's like they're watching. They're there guarding, protecting. So when the butterfly shoot down, ready to lay its egg, the bird come and take it. You see? When the big bugs land on your leaf, eating up your leaf, the birds come and take them out. So yes, nature works. This is why we got to connect nature to our garden. We have to connect that. Nature in your garden. Let nature work in your garden. All right? Why do you think plants produce hundreds of seeds? Some will be eaten, some will be dead. Definitely. Definitely, microfarmer. Definitely. Because that's a good example. Thank you for that. That's a good example right there. Because birds gonna eat some, other insect gonna eat some, and then some you will able to get some to save, or some might drop on the ground and germinate and come back. Sometimes the great thing about nature, man, let me tell you something great about nature, right? Sometimes you see a fruit tree just appear in your garden, or out of the blues. You see a grapevine just shoot up out the ground growing. You see other plants, fruit trees just shoot up out the ground growing. So how that get there? And you ask yourself, I'm growing food here. How long? I never saw a grapevines here. But all of a sudden, here goes a grapevines. Well, guess what? Sometimes it could be a bird. It could be a bird, right? A bird could pick a fruit and eating it, and you understand, and a seed could drop on the wind. Do you understand how nature operates? On the wind, the bird and the wind cause plants to just grow in different areas without any one of us take it there. Birds and the wind. So yes, sometimes you see a fruit tree growing and you have no idea. All right. Okay. All right, Michael. Animals are God mailman. Wow, that's a good one. Man, that's a good one. That's a good one. Animals are God's mailman. Definitely. Definitely. Because birds help travel, help take seeds to different locations. The wind help take seed to look different location. The wind help pollinate plants. You see, everything just walk in one. That's why you pay attention to nature and let nature do its job. Once nature do its job, you'll be just fine. Observe, pay attention, create the same environment that's between the tree in your garden. And if you decide to do container garden, transform that same energy, that same flow, so everything run in one. Guys, I did a video today, especially for container gardeners. I did a video today where I was preparing containers for planting. All right? If you have time, you could check out the video. You know what? Let me put the link in the let me put the link in the chat. Hold on. Okay. Hey, Leslie and Ben, how you doing? Blessings. How you doing? All right, that's a link in the video there. I don't want to play it because I feel the internet is buffing and it's not gonna play right. Wonderful, sis, wonderful. No, this video, I'm doing a series. I'm doing a container garden series. And in this container garden series, I'm showing how to set up your container, what to put in it, how go in the holes, because I'm the connection from the earth should the same energy that flows in the earth should be flowing up in your containers. No, they're gonna be like a tunnel. If you and I'm gonna show you guys, stay tuned for this series. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Hit the notification bell. This is gonna be something interesting. This is things I already did. I'm just showing it to you guys now. So it's a series. Basically, it's like a tunnel. It's like a tunnel. The energy flows. So the earthworms, all these beneficial bacteria and whatever in the soil could tunnel itself up in your container and always bring itself back out. You understand? Creating that airflow. These you see what I'm saying? Please tune in for the video. Please tune in. You're not gonna miss. You will enjoy it. And guess what? I'm showing the whole progress. Right now, I'm preparing. So you will be seeing the from start to harvest. So you're gonna be seeing how I'm taking care of them in the container and what type of plant I'm planting in what type of container and the reason why. So stay tuned for that, guys. You don't want to miss that series. Stay tuned for that. All right? Yes, so, yes, guys. So, gardening, man, listen to me, listen to me. It's a pretty interesting journey. It's a journey that can feed you and your family. You understand? Stay positive, guys. Stay positive. All right? And don't forget, man, to others the same thing you would like them to do unto you. All right? Whatever you do for a person, do it from your heart. If don't do it because you feel like do it and you just do it from your heart. You understand? Just do it from your heart. Set good seed along your way while you living. Because one day, while you walking in your old days, you will be able to pick from these same fruit trees. Okay? So just stay positive, guys. So with that said, try to grow something. Try to grow something. Even though you don't have the space and you could grow something on your window ledge, even some thyme, even some scallion, you know, like scallion is one of the easiest thing you could ever grow. Because scallion is something you could just cut off the head and it just keep growing. So you're going to have it in a pot, you take off the head, harvest, and it just keep growing. Even in the winter. Even in the winter. So by your window ledge, you could have these things growing. Rosemary. Rosemary is a good plant to grow by your window ledge as well. Rosemary, you could clip rosemary, the leaf of rosemary, and you know, take off the bottom, and you could chuck it in some soil or even some water and root them. You know, things we feel was so complicated in growing garden becomes so now, well, to me, it becomes so simple. So you might believe that it's so hard and you cannot do it. No, that's not true. You could do it if you make up your mind. Okay? You have a little space. I only could say, you have a little space in your in your backyard. You feel like, and you have flowers. Man, listen to me. You know what I'm seeing now? And you know, I was looking at this a few years ago, right? I was looking at this a few years ago. And what I was seeing a lot of flowers. You know, springtime, everyone, they go in for the compost and the flowers, and everyone want to see the flowers garden beautiful with the pretty roses. That was the thing one time. Now I'm seeing people digging up their flowers. I'm actually seeing this now. People digging up their roses, their pretty roses, and plant food. Time is changing. That's all I could tell you guys. Time is changing. And I try to encourage as much people as possible. Now, I can't tell you to grow food. I can't tell you to grow any food. You got to decide that. You got to make up your mind and grow food. But I can say, I can mention it. Maybe someone might hear my voice, because I already touched many people in growing food. I've encouraged so many people in growing their own food, and it's working. Not everybody doing it, but yes, there's a few people actually doing it. There's someone, Life from Scratch, you still here? Life from Scratch told me that, Planter, you inspire me. You have me growing food. I mean, that's a blessing. That's good to hear. You know what I'm saying? Great life, brother. So much information. All right. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, man. Every live I do, I try to pack it with information. Yes. So thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Appreciate that, Michael. Yes. Life from Scratch is here. This is a poster that mentioned to me that I inspire them, and now they're actually growing. I mean, it's good to hear that. So my thing is, I can only give the information. I can only try to encourage people, but I cannot make you do it. All right? All right, Michael. Oh, man, Michael, thank you, man. I appreciate you here, man. Thank you. I got to check out your channel, because you I see you entwined with nature as well. I can see that you into nature as well, and that's wonderful. Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate you here tonight, all right? And you're always welcome to come back, and I'll see you in that Herb Garden challenge. All right? I'll see you in that challenge. Yes, guys. Yeah. Okay. I will send you photo of my progress. Yes, I will definitely like to see them, that progress. So yes, send them to my email. I will love to see them. I'm telling you right now. I will love to see them. Yes, it's good that you could encourage someone and they actually doing it. It's a blessing. Yes, Psalm 146, it is a blessing. Yeah. Okay. Let me see what Mike say. Question on Herb Garden challenge. What question you have, Mike? Okay, okay, all right, let me see. Okay. Video March 1st, but when we drop the seed. Good one, Mike. Good one, Mike. You know what? Drop the seed on March the 4th. Let everybody start on March the 4th. Thank you for saying that, Mike. I appreciate that. Thank you for asking that question. Yes. Drop your seed on the 4th of March. All right? I'm sure many people may be asking that same question, Mike. But thank you. Drop your seed on the 4th of March. All right? Yes, March 4th, we drop seed and upload. Definitely. March 4th, you drop the seed and you upload. Yes. It will be a beautiful night. On the same night, I think I'm going live on the same night too, because I want to thank you guys for participating. I also want to able to, by that time, I'm gonna see how much people actually in the challenge uploading. And that day, just make sure you upload before 11:59 and you're good to go. All right. Yes, the challenges bed is getting close, man. My goodness. It's getting close. It's getting close. It's getting close, guys. Wow. Wow. Man. Even me, man, I'm so excited. I'm so excited, and I'm sure that you guys excited as well. I mean, come on. Growing some herbs for yourself. You could make some tea, you could make your own seasoning, you could make your own. I mean, come on. Ain't that something? Yes. Yes. Thanks everyone for promoting, everyone who promoting the Herb Garden Challenge. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for doing that. Thank you guys for all who donate to the challenge. Thank you for just being a part of it, because without you guys, there's no challenge. So I appreciate each and every one of you for taking part. I know it's going to be a journey. I know it might be challenging, but don't give up. Failure is not an option. Okay? If your seed did not germinate, reset more. Okay? If your seed, if they germinate but they're not doing well, reset more. Because you got time. You still got time. And on that day, when on the 25th, on the 25th after your last video, from that night, I gotta be
I think I'm gonna get someone to help judge with me this year. Yeah, I think I'm gonna, but they can't be that they can't be in they can't be in the challenge. Someone who not in the challenge, I think I'm gonna get someone to help me out this year because all I want, let's just make it simple because the more simpler, the more the people follow the rules, is the more easy my job become. Yeah, it make it way easier. And remember, it's right now, so far, it's supposed to be 5 people stand a chance of winning something. So far, it's supposed to be 5 people stand a chance of winning. And who knows? There might be more. It might be more by the time the 30th reach. And on the 30th, guys, put it on your calendar because on the 30th is going to be a long night. All right. Because we're going to be thanking everybody who participates. We're going to be, and then to the end of the live, that's when we're going to know, we're going to call out the winners. All right. Get Fifi and laugh on, Lord. Let's rest. No. Fifi gonna be in there as well. So she gonna be inside. Okay. Fifi not allowed enter. Yeah, Fifi gonna be a part of it. So no, I'm gonna get somebody who not a part of it. You know? Yes. But it's gonna be exciting, man. It's gonna be exciting. I volunteer to win. All right. Okay. All right. At Psalm 146, I'll be looking out for bean juice as well. I'll be looking forward for that little kid, man. Good to see little children like that doing is amazing. It's amazing. And Mike, I'm checking out your indoor challenge. I watched a few videos. I mean, you guys doing amazing, man. You guys doing wonderful. You guys doing wonderful. So if anyone want to check out Mike indoor garden, growing indoors, hashtag WIG, you could check it out. There's a lot of people growing indoors over there. So you could definitely learn something because that's what I'm saying. It's about learning how to grow something under any circumstances. You see? All right. So today's what? Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. Um, Saturday. Okay. Urban Garden Chronicles go live Saturday morning. What? 9 p.m. 9 a.m. Saturday morning 9 a.m. So you could check out Urban Garden Chronicles Saturday morning 9 a.m. She go live every Saturday. All right. And Saturday night, hands in the door, the chat Saturday night. So there's a lot coming up over the weekend. But I also gonna be tapping in from time to time because I'm still trying to promote the Herb Garden Challenge. So I will be doing pop up. I will be doing pop up from time to time because I'm still promoting it, still pushing it. More people know about it, more people might join, or more people might just view it. Then you have people outside who might just decide, okay, I'm gonna grow some herb. Maybe they mightn't be in the challenge, but at least they're still growing something, and that's what it's about. That's what it's all about. It's all about growing something. Okay, the WAGE 2023. That's Mike Chaotic Garden and what GT Junior. All right, so you guys could check that out. I think she said this week she has. Oh, that's yes, oh yes, oh yes. Oh, right. Right. I don't think right. I don't think Auburn. That's Auburn, right? Right. Yes, she did say that. Yes, she did. Okay, so maybe not this week. Auburn going live, but at least next week. She usually go every Saturday morning. So the challenge will be interested, I'm sure. So guys, if you didn't make up your mind as yet, I think you need to start making up your mind before it's too late. All right? Because I don't think you want to miss this out. I don't think you want to be on that day of the 30th of June, on that beautiful night when we be premiering the participant, we be talking about them and their journey. Also able to walk away with a prize. Yes, it will be an exciting journey. And you know what? In this journey as well, I have on this journey, guys, you guys stay tuned here. Stay tuned because they're gonna be gift during this even during this while the challenge going on from time to time, we will be doing giving away. We'll be doing giveaway. All right, so tune in. We be here. Don't forget, we here every Thursday. Every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then we also do pop up from time to time. So stay tuned. Check us out. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. So every time we go live, you will get a notification. Which many people tell me they don't get notification when I go live. I don't know why, but many people tell me that I didn't get no notification. But we're still trying, and we're still trying to spread the positive message. We're still trying to uplift people however we can and encourage people in a positive way. Okay, I've got 6 things picked out so far, but still need to choose 4 more. Okay. All right. So what you okay, I don't think you might want to share that. I was going to ask you what you have so far that you already picked out. Might have you decided? Okay. Oh, there. Mike say you have a special box. My goodness. All right, I hear that. But not decided yet. Oh, wow. Well, the good thing about it, you know, guys, you could grow any amount you want. That's the good thing about it. You can grow any amount you want. It's just you can't go less than 10. And 10 is how much you got to present. Okay? So if you got 20, make sure you have 10 on that day, on that presentation day, when you present in your last video. Make sure if you see any leaf looking, just clip them off, because remember, there are going to be other people who presenting and you don't want to follow all the rules. And when you reach to the end, just because your presentation You know, you might have a few dry leaf and you didn't clip them, cause you for not winning a prize. Okay, so make sure you if any leaf you have, just clip them off. Okay, make them look nice, because there's going to be other people who want to be presenting on that same day. I got so many. Okay, all right. Okay. Okay. Aniseed, ashwagandha. What is that? What is that? Psalms 146. Comfrey, dong, dong. Oh, yeah. What is that? Psalms, you see, this is what I'm saying. You growing some stuff I ain't even hear about. Wow. Num num. I know about what is that? Oh man, you see, already learning already. I already learning already about different dub, and that's the good thing about it. I'm telling you, it's an opportunity to learn and able to get the information at the same time. It's an opportunity to learn about different herbs and learning about them at the same time. So now you're putting me in a research mood now. That's what you're doing right now, Psalms 146. You're putting me in a research mode. No, I need to know about these herbs you're talking about. You see? That's what. Use the challenge as something that you could learn from. Educate yourself. Matter of fact, hold on. We might say Doom Squad, good for lady. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm gonna give you guys a name of a seed. I'm not telling you the benefit. I want you to do your own research. All right? So that's what we do around here. We like to put people to do research about plants. This is a seed right here, right? The way the seed tastes. They say it's good for your lungs. It's good for all these things. This seed almost tastes like cough drop. When you bust it open, it have seeds, some small seeds inside. I'm going to give you the name of it in a minute. Some black seeds inside. Right? It's hot. Oh, you see in the seeds then? Right. You have some black seeds inside them. No, when you taste them, the taste is like almost, sometimes in times gone by, you might eat a cough drop. You know them cough drops you just buy? That's the kind of, this tastes like some of them. Yep. And the taste of it, they say it's good for your lungs and many different, well, do your own research, okay? But the name of it is, let me see if I can waste it. It's Gardaman. Cardamom. Let me spell it. Let me put it in the chat for you. Let me spell it out in the chat for you. Cardamom, right? C-A-R-D-A-M-O-M. Do your own research on this plant and this seed, guys. The way the seed tastes is just amazing. The taste you get from the seed. That plant I now put in the chat there. Do some research on that plant. Okay. Okay, let me see. Cardamom. Okay, okay. Now let me see. All right, Psalm. Oh, Psalm. Eh, Psalms 146. Okay, all right, yeah. And then let me see you put that in the chat, Psalms 146. Yeah. So you know about the seed, Psalms 146. I'm have Oceans. Life from Scott says she having that right now. What the oh wow, this is amazing. Oh man. That's it. The taste of it, the taste of it is just amazing. They say it could help with your lungs and these things, man. So one thing we got to understand too, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Oh, Leslie and Ben, I know it long time. Don't drink it. I know it long time. Don't drink it. Okay. All right. Life and Scott say, all right. I know it long time. Don't drink it. Okay. All right. Let me see what Life and Scott say. I bought it at an Indian store for tea. Okay. Oh wow. This is something, man. This is something. So for the people, so Psalms 146. What well you so for the people who never heard about it, maybe you should just do some research and see if you get yourself to some because when I research it, I'm just researching it myself, but what I'm getting to understand, the benefit is amazing. Okay? So you could check that out as well. We also have, I'm going to give you another one. I'm going to give you another seed again. One thing we got to understand. One thing we got to understand. If the fruit is good, the seed is good as well. If the leaf, the fruit is good, the seed got to be good as well. You understand? So we have a next one here named that I want you to do your research again. All right? This one good for tea as well as research seed. This one, if you soak this in water, if you soak this in water for like 10 to 15 minutes, you see the shell? The shell will just swell up. The covering just swell up. And people have used that and make soup. Use that and make soup and tea. But guys, disclaimer. No, not nutmeg, not nutmeg. Not nutmeg. Disclaimer. Before you use any of these herbs, any of these seed I mentioned here tonight, please speak to your doctor. Do your own research before using these type of plant, right? You see it? Yes. This is Poontalia. Poontalia. Let me put it. But you know what? Many of these things just have different names. So who knows? Maybe this might be the name. And when you check it out, there's other names. So I don't want to say you wrong, Psalms 146 with the name, but I'm going to show. This is it right here. You see, this is it right here. Let me put the name in the chat so you guys can do some research. No, let me hold on. Poontalei. Okay. Okay. Look at in the chart right there. That's the name of it. Do some research on these things. These people actually do some research, guys. Do some research. I don't want to tell you, give you. I want you to do your research. This is what this is about. All this is the Hope Garden Challenge is about. We educating ourselves. All right. Let's then say, never heard of that name before. Okay. I'm sure you might have heard it from a different name. And that's the thing. Same food, same seed, just different name. So I can't say you don't know it. You know, I can't say that because different name. Let me see if I can find it in my book. Okay, all right. Right, if you find it, maybe it might give you some information. Let me see if I can bust the seed. But if you sow the seed, the outer shell just start to get like you swell and get softy. And that's where they use. And the oil from this one, the cardamom, if you could extract oil from that, they say that's amazing as well. So this is what, you know, I only could call the names, I can mention them, but I cannot tell you to use any, okay? Do your research. No, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out if they're cold hardy. But most of these plants just grow like down in China and them places. So, but I just want to try. I just want to try a couple seeds just to see if they could germinate. And if they're able to germinate, I'm sure their leaf might be okay too. Okay. It's not here unless it has a different name, right? That's the thing. I cannot say you don't know because believe it or not, it might have a different name because a lot different culture call different names. Different culture call different names. So different countries, because I know there's many islands, some of them cause the same thing. It's the same thing, but different name. So sometimes when a person says something, you got to ask them, you got to question, wait, is it like, because they could be telling you about a plant that you know, but just the name, you believe that, no, I don't know about that plant, but you know. So sometimes it's good for them for you to ask them to give you more information about the plant, like help you identify the plant. So then you could say, okay, I know that plant, or okay, I don't know that plant. Okay, so it's becoming time, guys, where you might got to take your own health in your own hand. All right, it's becoming these times because The bills, we all know how going them place how expensive it could be. So if you could try keep yourself away from there, is one of the best thing we could do. So educate yourself. A lot of things is just there to help prevent a lot of things, right? Not to cure, prevent. Most of the time, the situation already gone too far. And then that's the time when people trying to use the herbs now. This is when they put in the herbs to work. But sometimes it gone so far that the herbs can't help. So sometimes it's good to learn about things that could help prevent things from happening. Not cure, prevent from happening. So pay attention, do your research, let this herb garden challenge be something that you learn from. Get your pen, write down notes. You see somebody growing a herb, you never heard about it, you jot it down and do your research. It might just be a herb you need. It might be the herb you need. All right? Okay, so it is here, but under the name, oh, Malva nuts or you see exactly. That's what I'm saying. Different name, same thing, but different name. Yep. All right. Yes, yes, yes. So see, these things have, yes, these things have their benefits. So much things have their benefit. So don't ignore them. Good for sensitive skin and draw out toxin. All right. So come on. That's something we need out of our system. Toxin. But like I said, guys, speak to your doctor before proceeding because, yes, because I'm going to tell you this. Sometimes something might work for someone and it didn't work for you. All right, so be mindful of these things. Or sometimes a person might have a condition and it works for them. Why it works for them? Because it wasn't gone far. So it was able to reverse it because it didn't went that far. In another case, someone else that had the same situation, but because of where it went and how far it gone, it wasn't able to reverse the situation. So you see, it's depending on the condition and how far it reached. So this is why we got to, let me just say me, I can't say we, because everybody got to choose. This is why we always grow up here, our grandparents saying, prevention is better than cure. Prevention is better than cure. Why? Because you're preventing it from happening. Don't wait till it happens to now fighting yourself, trying to figure out how to cure it. So while we live in, it's best we try to take care of ourselves. Take care of ourselves the best way we can. Try to eat healthy, try to exercise, try to do the necessary to keep our body going, keep our bones going. You know? A lot of these herbs that we grow sometimes, the oil, you could use the oil and rub your knees, your joint, your elbow, your foot, all them, you know what I mean, them joints, good to rub them and loosen them up. You don't want to get stiff upon you. Your back, you want to rub your back. Because you guys know how your back. We need our back. That's what's hold us up. So all we do is try to protect ourselves the best way we can. We can't do more than we can, but at least try. All right? And I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to end right here tonight. I just want to say, guys, thank you guys again for coming out. Tonight was a beautiful night. I can hold on, guys, 1 second. Yes, guys, sorry for that. Tonight was a beautiful night. Lots of information tonight. Yes, beautiful night with a lot of information, guys. All right, this is garden season. And every Thursday, I will be talking about gardening until maybe around June, July. Then we're going to go back to open discussion where we talk about different topics. But we're going to continue with garden, and don't forget, I have a container garden series going on. Check it out. All right. I'm showing the whole progress from start to finish. I have 2 videos about it already. Part 1, part 2. Very soon I'm be bringing part 3, where I'm going to be, I add everything in the container. Then I'm going to do a video showing you how I plant, how I water, how I take care, all these things. So it's a whole series of container garden coming. All right. So thank you, Urban. All right. Take care, Urban. All right. Thank you, Urban. Garden Chronicles. Thank you, Psalms 146. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Leslie and Brent. Thank you, Live from Scratch. Thank you, Psalms 146. Thank you, Micro Farmer. Thank you, Variety of Aspect. Man, tonight was a beautiful night. A lot of information tonight. And Micro Farmer, like into nature as well. So that was good to have you here. Thank you, African Dreaming. Appreciate each and every one of you who come through tonight. And don't forget, guys, before you leave, if you didn't hit the like button, please hit that like button. I appreciate each and every one of you. Good night, guys. Peace, love, and blessing to all. Peace out.